All right, all right. Everybody, I think so. Good morning. um, so when my youngest son was in preschool, preschool classrooms have all these little jobs for the kids to do. Every week they like rotate. Well, many of them do, I guess, where they like rotate the jobs. Like you're the line leader, or you're the door holder, or the fish feeder, or whatever. And so the school that he was in had many of those jobs, but also had problem solver and class comforter. So when you would go, if you had a problem, that's who you went to for that week. And if you were sad and you like needed a hug or got hurt on the playground, that was the class comforter's job to go. And I will tell you that he is still my most compassionate child. He, like, someone gets hurt on a soccer field, in a game, baseball field, he is the first one there. He's on the ground, patting him on the back, making sure everything's okay. That is who he is. And that idea of comfort, I think, as I was thinking about how do we have that, the version of that as an adult, and we have different structures, to help us with that, of course, but hopefully our families, our friends are those things, maybe even our kids. But, I was at Kripalu for the retreat this past weekend, and, that the retreat experience is such an experience of comfort, of being, there's something very profound about stepping out of your day-to-day, stepping into a room full of people you do not know, maybe one or two, but most people. And, the way that the practices grow, and the sort of depth of how the practice goes when you can just be there and focused on it. And, we get a little bit of it, on a weekly basis in our hour and, 75 minutes here together, we get a little bit, and it's good. But there's something really profoundly comforting to the soul when you step out of, when you step away from, when you're, the phone. I did not look at my phone, like, other than to like say hi to my husband or my kids, for a minute, and they very much encourage, like, there's no phones in the eating areas, there's no phones in the public areas. You can have them there, obviously, but they're very much like, you don't do that in it. And just to be in a space where people are like looking each other in the eye, not walking around like this the whole time, like, even that alone is pretty profound now, nowadays. So you're all going to come with me next year when we get, no, I'm just kidding. Hopefully, yes, but yeah. So next year, great, I'll come. But I was just, sort of ruminating after having this, really beautiful weekend with this lovely group of people, on the idea of solace, comfort. And David White writes about solace in this beautiful way. No glasses up here. Okay, I can mostly see. He says, solace is not an evasion. And I think that that's so perfect. I think, there, one coping mechanism that we do is to avoid stuff, but this is the opposite of that almost, So solace is not an evasion, nor a cure for our suffering, nor a made up state of mind. Solace is a direct seeing and participation, a celebration of the beautiful coming and going, appearance and disappearance, of which we have always been a part. Solace is not meant to be an answer, but an invitation to the depth of suffering and simultaneous beauty in the world that the strategic mind by itself cannot grasp nor make sense of. Yeah, it's like that. It's like taking ourselves out of the strategic mind, where we have to live most of the time, and that's okay. Have a strategic mind. Good, do your job and have goals and all those things, but like, what helps to feed that in a really profound way that we don't, unless we're taking the time to do it, and you're doing it, you're here, right? It's not to diminish what we're doing here, because we're doing it here, but to really prioritize self-nurturing, self-care, solace, comfort for yourself, and in a way, comfort yourself. So I want to start with a mudra, dhyana mudra, where you stack your right hand on your left hand. Your thumbs are kind of crossed, and then you're just resting your hands in your lap. Yeah, so one on top of the other, like you're cradling something. Yeah, like that. That's it. And you just rest your hands in your lap. And close your eyes. Just feel this as a gesture of offering comfort to yourself in a way, creating comfort and solace for yourself in this space of time that we have to practice together this morning. In a way, just holding your own hand. Feel the breath as a way to soothe yourself instead of something that needs to be manipulated or changed or fussed with. Just let it be like a soothing balm. Feel the coolness as you're breathing in, prana flowing in, the oxygen flowing in, nourishing you. And the warmth as you breathe out, offering your breath back to the bigger breath, out to the trees that breathe in the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So much of retreat time is about community. And so much of yoga is about community, because when we practice together, when we come together, the vibration just shifts. We lift each other up. We hold space for us to be where we need to be in our lives, wherever we are. And in feeling that felt space, we allow ourselves to be as we are. So just take another breath or two, feeling the comfort of shared space, your own soothing breaths and hand holding. And then slide your hands to your heart. And let's begin with our chant. Deep breath in. Shivaya Satchitananda Murtaye Ishvara Panchaya Shantaya Nirambaya Tejase Namah Shivaya Rave Satchitananda Murtaye Ishvara Shantaya Nirambaya Tejase Namah Shivaya Rave Satchitananda Murtaye Ishvara Panchaya Shantaya Nirambaya Tejase. Bow your head to your heart. And then keep your eyes closed. Just release your hands to your lap. You can let your head lift. But take your right hand to your left hand, back of your left hand, your left wrist, and then just start tracing your fingers up to your shoulder and then back down. Just creating a comforting, gentling touch from wrist to shoulder. Tracing your fingers up and down, waking up the skin. Just beginning the practice with this practice of nourishing, of just comforting ourselves. And then switch hands. So left hand to right wrist, trailing up and down. Just allowing yourself to be comforted by yourself. So much of our solace is found in touch. It doesn't have to be it can just be something as gentle as petting your arm in yoga class. Do one more. All right, good. Then take your hands, lace your fingers behind your head. Good, and lengthen up the back of your neck. Just use the hands on the back of the head to lift up a little bit more. And then take your elbows a little wider. Keeping your belly toned, lift up through your chest. Then exhale, draw your elbows together. And don't pull on your neck, just let your head, your hands be a weight on the back of your head, creating a stretch in the back body. Inhale. Come upright, take your elbows out wide, lift your heart, lift your chest. Good, exhale. All the air out, let your spine round. Stretch from the back of your neck all the way down to your tailbone. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, then come back up to center. You can keep your hands behind your head and just gentle twist to the right, rotating your spine to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Back to center. Good. Release your hands and find your way to tabletop. Good. Take a moment in your tabletop to set your hands up well. Make your arms nice and strong. If your shoulders are feeling on the tighter side, actually, we're all going to start with wide fingers for this, for first stretch this morning. So go even like from the middle finger outwards off the mat. So hands really wide. Yeah, really wide, like fingers off the mat wide. Wider, wider. Fingers off the mat. Fingers off the mat. Yep, wider. Good. Yes, like take your hands wide. Good. Then sit your hips back to your heels. Keep your arms straight. Your armpits lifting up. Inhale, come to center. Come back up, right? Arch your back a little bit like a cow spine, and then exhale back. Round a little. Sit back. Inhale, come back up. Now narrow the hands. Come a little closer. Again, sit back with breath. Exhale back. Inhale forward, a little arch. Exhale back. Inhale back to table. Narrow again. You can either go thumbs touching or hands stacked. Exhale back. Your head might have to stay a little higher for this one, but you'll get a little more stretch under the shoulder blade. Inhale, come forward, arch. Exhale, if your hands are stacked, put the other hand on top and then sit back. And inhale up. And one more, cross your hands. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Switch the cross. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Good. And then come to your normal outer wrist distance. Set your shoulders over your wrist, your knees under your hips. Tuck your right toes. Stretch your right leg behind you. Good. Press out evenly through your heel. Inner heel, outer heel, and firm the muscles of your legs. Feel how the muscles, when you tone the muscles like that, it should feel like an embrace, like a gentle hug, um, not like a squeezing. All right, keeping your navel lifting up, lift your right foot up off the floor. Good, look forward a little bit, draw your shoulder blades in towards your spine. Inhale your left arm out in front. That's it. And then lift the leg, lift the arm. And as you hold, keep a steady, even breath. Keep your face gentling, do a little self-soothing, however you do that. Soothing thoughts in your mind, soothing breaths, comforting yourself, even as we begin to challenge ourselves a little bit. Good, bring the hand down, swing your leg all the way forward. Yeah, come upright, squeeze your legs towards each other. And then a little shoulder wrist warm up here. So arms, zombie arms out in front of you. That's it. As you exhale, don't round your spine, but round your shoulders. So bring your hands towards each other. Yeah, let your shoulder blades expand off your back. Then do the opposite. Squeeze them in towards each other. Pull your elbows back. Lift your chest. Keep your elbows up high. Press your hands back behind you. And then make a fist, stretching your wrists. Good. Then hands to neutral. Elbows high. Bend your elbows. Shoulder blades back. And exhale. Shoulders forward. Hands towards each other. Just like that again. Exhale. Lengthening up through the spine. Hug your elbows in as close as you can. Lift them as high as you can. Keep them high. Stretch your arms back. Make a fist. Release your fingers. Elbows high. Bend your elbows. Shoulder blades squeeze in. And then exhale. Reach forward. Shoulder blades sliding off the back. Then inhale. Arms to the sky, broaden across the tops of your shoulders. So there's still a broadness in the upper back, but you're broadening through your collarbones also. And if you want to take a little deeper lunge, pull your right heel towards your right hip a little bit more. Take one more breath here. Exhale, hands down. Let's step back into downward facing dog. With this theme of comfort today, what movements in your dog pose help you to come home into your body, to comfort your body. It's a daily inquiry of what body showed up today, how your body's feeling, and what would nourish it and help it to feel safe, comforted, healthy. Offer yourself those movements. Drop back down to tabletop. Left leg behind. Good. Firm the muscles of your legs. So my Kieran has always been an exuberant in his affection. And I bought him this book when he was little that said hugs shouldn't hurt because he was so exuberant in his hugging. So think about that as you're hugging the muscles of your leg. You're not locking out your knee. You're not creating tension in your foot, but there's like this gentle hug, like the way that you want to be embraced. And then keep your legs strong, belly strong, lift your toes up off the mat. Take your right arm out in front. Good. Hold and breathe and self-soothe. What is it that you need to offer to yourself today? And maybe it's not holding this pose for as long as I'm asking you to hold it. You can come out of a pose whenever you need to. I'm up here making suggestions, but your body is the teacher. All right, hand down, swing your leg forward to the low lunge. Good, squeeze your legs together for balance. Come upright, same arm thing, zombie arms. Without falling over. Reach forward, round through your upper back. Shoulder blades off the back. Good. Then shoulder blades in, elbows back, spine long. So lengthen through your side body. Then hands back, palms up, and fist. Good. Then hands neutral, elbows high, arms in. Reach forward, round. One more time. Elbows back, chest lifting, arms back. Bend the wrists. Good. Elbows high, hands in, and then arms forward and up. Good. Lift your ribs up off your pelvis, lengthen upwards. If you want to take it a little deeper, pull your left heel towards your left sit bone. So the hamstring is firing, supporting in that bottom leg, and you're lifting your heart, lifting your ribs up. Good. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Go into a wide dog now, wide feet. Go wide hands too. And let's do a few dog squats. So arms nice and strong, pull your hips back and then straighten your legs. Bend your knees, pull your hips back and then straighten. Just do a couple more like that, easing into your hips, into your hamstrings, into your shoulders, into your spine. All right, good. Then with hands and feet a little wider, come to a wide plank. Hover your right toes off the mat. Squeeze your legs towards each other. And then see if you can take the left arm out in front. Maybe yes, maybe no. Even just creep the hand forward. One more breath. Good. Hand down, foot down. Second side. Maybe narrower is easier. I thought wider was easier, but maybe narrower is easier, guys. Left leg up, right arm up. That's it. Yeah, or maybe just take the fingertips out in front. Keep the legs squeezing in towards each other. Self-soothe with breath. When life gets harder, breathe more. All right, good. Hand down, foot down. Back to dog for a moment. Okay. We're gonna come down to the belly. So however you want to get there, you can come through plank or chaturanga, or you can just lower yourself down if that's a better thing for the moment. And just rest for a moment. Turn your cheek. Let yourself rest. Notice if when you come to a rest pose, your mind tends to wander off. That's the tendency for most of us. Just invite it back. Just be here with yourself. Solace is, as he says, the invitation to the depth of suffering and the simultaneous beauty in the world. And we don't turn away from any of that. We give ourselves space to feel what we feel. Okay, we're going to come into a cobra with our the knuckles on the mat. So you're going to make a fist. You're going to bring your knuckles down. Yeah. Hands back as far as you are able to bring them. Okay, now make your legs strong. Again, hug the muscles to the bones. Hug the legs towards each other. Tone your glutes, root your tailbone. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Lift your fists. Lift your elbows as high as you can. Press your hands back behind you. Good. Tip your pinky finger up towards the ceiling a little more. Elbows high, bend your elbows. Float your hands. Press them down. Inhale, elbows up. Shoulders high, wrists high, elbows high. Press your hands back. Reach up through the pinky side of the hand. Elbows high, rebend and float. Place them down. One more time. Elbows up. Keep them high. Press your hands back. Good. Rebend. Place them down. Turn your cheek, rest your arms. Turn your cheek to the other side if you haven't done that already. All right, Shalabhasana. Bring your hands behind your back. Lace your fingers towards each other. Stretch your legs and your arms straight. And then inhale, lift everything up off the floor, feet too. Good. Root your pelvic bone into the floor. You can push your belly even into the floor a little bit, but lift your shoulders, your head a little higher. That's it. Lift your feet a little higher. One more breath. Good. Exhale, release. Switch the clasp of the hands. Other pinky finger on top, other thumb. Yep. Breathe in, lift up. Good. Tone the upper arms, the lower arms. Squeeze the wrists towards each other, legs towards each other. Lift everything up a little higher. Good. Exhale. Release down. Good. Plant your hands and all those muscles that you just woke up on the back body. Let them work for you, but press up into a cobra pose. So coming up a little higher using your hands. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Dog split, right leg up. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Keep your shoulder blades firm on your back. Keep your left kneecap, your left knee pointing straight ahead, your left hip pulling back, but open your right knee up. Hug your right heel towards your left sit bone. Good. Exhale, bring that foot back down, and then second side, left leg up. Twist open to the left. From your heart, push down through your arms into the floor. Keep your right knee twisting, turning straight ahead as you twist your left hip open, left knee up high. You got it. Drop that foot down. Look forward, step or hop your feet to your hands. Grounding your feet, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your arms. Good, inhale, arms up again. Exhale, fold. Downward facing dog. You can come through vinyasa here, or you can hold where you're at if you like. And dog pose again, right leg up, twist open, dog split. Step all the way up into warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. You got it. Shoulders right over the hips. Sit deep into that front thigh, but also feel that sense of pulling your heel towards your sit bone. So instead of just collapsing your weight into your knee or into your hip, get the hamstring really working. Relax the tops of your shoulders, but stretch to your fingers. That's it. And then just hold and soothe yourself with breath, with loving kindness, in the form of your thoughts, in the way that you are holding yourself. Trikonasana, straighten your front leg, triangle. Good, shift over. Hand to ankle, to shin, to block, to whatever's available to you. Good. As you're firming your muscles in the legs, the kneecaps might lift a little bit, but you want to keep a spaciousness in the back of the knee. So be kind to your knees. Create comfort in your knees by firing up your calf muscle and feeling like you're lifting it up. And that'll keep the back of the knee a little bit more open. Good. And then keep that openness as you step forward into Ardha Chandrasana. So step into your right foot. Right hand goes out in front. Left leg floats up. That's it. Legs as straight as you can. Keep that standing leg foot pointing straight ahead of you. Fire up the lifted leg. Yeah. Self-soothe. Comforting breaths. Comforting thoughts. We're going to come to standing split. So you're going to rotate over you're going to rotate the right toes to face towards the mat. Bring both hands down. Release your head towards your knee. If you want to work on balance, you can take right hand, left hand, both hands, one at a time, however you want to do it, behind that calf muscle. Keep lifting up through the calf muscles. Keep the back of the knee open. If your hands are off the floor, put them back down and then cross over. Cross your left leg behind your right leg. Is that how we're doing it? Yep. Okay. When we turned, I got confused which side we were on. All right, legs strong. Try to get the soles of your feet down and the big toe sides of your feet down. It's going to want to lift up and try to like make enough space front to back so that you can get your legs straight. Yeah, that's it. All right, then drag your outer right hip back a little bit more, even as you're pressing to the big toe ball mound of your right foot. Inhale and float your right leg back up behind you. Nope, your back leg. Left leg back up behind you. Back leg back up. Good. And then big step back, downward facing dog. Hold in dog or come through vinyasa. Moving with your breath.
Dog split, left leg up. Open the hip. Step that foot all the way up. Warrior two.
Create a comforting support in the legs as you're hugging the muscles to the bones. But again, back of the knee a little open, pulling your left heel towards your left sit bone to engage the hamstring. That's it. Relax the space between your earlobes and the top of your shoulders, but stretch out through your arms fully. And then as the sensation builds in the legs a little bit, offer yourself comforting breaths, compassionate thoughts. Good. Straighten your left leg without locking out the knee, but getting the leg to straight, firming all the muscles. Reach over. Lift your left calf muscle up. Press it forward, even as your left thigh bone is pressing back. So the leg is straight, but we're not locked into that knee. Good. Extend down into your feet, extend out through your spine, stretch to your top fingers. Then we're taking it into Ardha Chandrasana. Step into your left foot, left hand out in front, on the floor or on a block, either way. Good. The left toes are going to want to turn in. Try to keep them pointing straight ahead by keeping your outer left hip drawing back. Good. And then just get bigger from the inside. Get fuller, get brighter. Lift everything up a little higher. Then pivot over your hip. Left hand down. Nope, right hand down. Standing split. Good. And then if you did the balance on the first side, you can work that here. You can go just one hand, left hand behind, then right hand. You can try both if you like. The wobbling is fine. The wobbling is building strength in your ankles. It's fine. It's good. Okay. Cross your legs. Lifted leg, right leg behind the left. Pinky edges of the feet parallel. Legs as straight as you can. Big toe sides of the feet grounding. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine, and then fold over. Draw your outer left hip back a little bit more. Shift your weight forward to your front foot again, left foot, and then float up your right leg. Standing split one more time. And then big graceful step back, downward facing dog. Hold or flow through a vinyasa. Okay, we're coming back to warrior two stance. So right foot up for warrior two. Set up your feet, your legs, get deep into that front knee. Should feel a little warmer, maybe a little easier to go. Thigh parallel, then sweep your hands behind your back. Lace your fingers together. Stretch your arms back behind you. Lift and broaden through your collarbones. Then hinge from your hips. Head towards the floor, heart towards the floor, arms towards the sky. Humble warrior. Let your neck soften, your jaw soften. And just open your heart to yourself. Let your heart soften open, ease open with compassion, with comfort for whatever is rising up for you today. We're going to keep the hands, but pivot on the right foot and fold between the legs. Prasarita Padottanasana. So when we fold to center, maybe the arms want to go a little bit more overhead. Yeah, stretch the arms a little higher. Yep, the strap is a nice idea if your shoulders are feeling tight. Keep the shoulder blades, outer shoulder blades squeezing in towards the spine as you stretch up through your arms. And then exhale, release your hands. We're going to come to Skandasana. So walk to your right foot. Turn your right foot out just a little bit. Several options. You can come into the high version with support hands here. High version with hands in prayer, elbow and knee together, or you can sit fully into the pose, sitting into your right foot, straightening out through your left leg. Yeah, wherever you are. Squeeze your arm and your leg towards each other. Lengthen your spine. Extend your left leg really long. Take one more breath. Good. And then release your hands. Just pivot a quarter turn. Step back to downward facing dog. Hold in your dog or flow through vinyasa. Warrior two, left leg, left foot forward. Set up your legs well, bend into the left knee. Left thigh as parallel to the floor as you can make it. Sweep your hands behind and take the opposite hand hold. So put the other pinky finger on the bottom, put the other thumb on the top, stretch your arms straight back. Yeah, like that. That's it, Dima. Good. Then hinge from your hips. Shoulder inside, left shoulder inside your left leg, arms towards the sky. Head towards the floor. Breathing deeply, letting your heart just peel open. That happens the more we lift up through the shoulders. That's it. 2 more breaths here. Of course, if you need to come out of it, come out of it. Exhale. No, keep your hands, but pivot on your foot, sorry, to center. Prasarita, bound Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands bound behind. Try to keep a little bit of engagement in the shoulder blades. They're going to slide towards the ears a little bit. That's okay. The side body lengthens as you do that. You get a little more stretch for the lats and the muscles in the back body. That's fine. But not so much that you're just collapsing into your shoulders. A little bit of muscular integrity in those muscles between the shoulder blades. Take one more breath. Good. Exhale and release your hands. Skandasana to the left side. Pivot on your left foot. Low pose looks like this. Elbow and knee hugging towards each other. Low pose without hands on the floor is here. Or sorry, high pose and then low pose is here, sitting into your hip. Left hip might be up, it might be down, depending on ankle mobility. Right leg is straight and strong. Let your tailbone release, your pelvic floor release, but lift up through your spine. Good. Exhale, release your hands down, little quarter turn, and back to dog. Hold in your dog or rest or flow. We're going to come to Parsvottanasana. Let's do the back leg first. So just a different way of coming in. So step your left foot in a footprint. Turn your foot on a little bit of an angle outwards, and then step your right foot up between your hands. Yeah. So left heel is down. The legs are a little closer than they would be for warrior. So step in. Yeah, step in with the back foot a little more. Good. Stretch both your legs long. And we're building from the floor up here. So press your feet down, especially the inside edges of the feet, the big toe sides of the feet. And spiral internally up your legs until you feel your sit bones widen, your inner thighs widen away from each other. And then into that spaciousness in your pelvis, drop your tailbone and let your spine fold over. Take one more breath here. Look forward, bend your front knee. Slide your back foot back, heel up, and drop your back knee. Good, we've been here already. We're going to take it a little deeper. So maybe a little bit of a longer stance. Hook your thumbs for this one if that's comfortable for you. Yeah, and you can start with shoulder blades off so you get that little stretch, but then as the arms come back, you're pulling your shoulder blades in towards your spine. Tone your glutes, drop your tailbone, lengthen up, and then curl back. And then keep all that, but pull your radial towards your right sit bone any amount more. And then self-soothe. Soothe with breath, soothe with thoughts, soothe with loving kindness towards yourself. Hands down. Half Hanuman, slide your left hip. If you want to take it into the fuller split, that's totally fine. I'm not going to teach that. So if you want to stay in the half version, that's fine. Hands framing your front foot, hips level.
Yep, right hip has to draw back and down slightly. Spine nice and long, let your head release towards your knee. Take it as a forward bend and just turn inside. Feel how each pose touches the inner body in a way that brings comfort. Each moment that we can hold and be and make a connection and just be here fully, we are offering ourselves solace from the outside world and all that that holds. One more breath. And then shift your weight forward again, plant your hands and step back into dog. Hold here or vinyasa. So we're going to build Parsvottanasana from the back. So the right foot will step in, toes out, turning out slightly, and then left foot between your hands. So just building it from the back. Yeah, you got it. And then just adjust your stance so that you're in the length of stance that you're looking for. Yep, hands can always be on blocks for this one. Tone the muscles of your legs so that the legs are straight, not locking out through the knees. What's wrong? You okay? Is this the other side? Yeah, I think it's the other side. Okay. I mean, you know, I do that sometimes, so call me out if I do it, but I think it's right. I think it's the other side. All right, one more breath. Fold over the front leg. Slide your back knee back. Drop your back knee down. Did you do the other side, Annie? I did. You did? Oh, okay, so you do the other side. Okay, good. Okay, squeeze your legs in. Inhale, arms up. Maybe you just did the other side. Okay, then shoulders back. Tone your belly. Drop your tail. Inhale, reach up. Stretch up. Get long first. So lift up, curl back. Oh, we didn't hook thumbs. Hook thumbs if you hook thumbs on the first side. Good. And then to sit deeper, pull left heel to left hip. Keep your right thigh bone resisting back a little bit. Soothing breaths, soothing words. Back bends are harder than the forward bends, right? All right. Exhale, hands down. You need a little more self-soothing there. Slide your right hip back, slide your left heel forward. That's the thing, as we get older, we lose that curve in the low back. So it makes us not want to do the back bends. At least I'll just speak for myself, makes me not want to do the back bends as much. They're harder, but it's really important. We care for our spine in that way. Within reason, within reason. Whatever you did on the first side, just take a breath or two here to mirror it. Then shift forward, plant your hands. Step back into dog. Good, hold or vinyasa. All right, drop down onto your back. Well, you can lower your knees and find your way to your back. I'm not sure I told everyone to get a strap. So if you need one, raise your hand and I will bring you a strap. If you need one, yep, just raise your hand and I will bring you a strap. Anyone else need a strap? Jenny, good. You have one, Talia? No, you need one. Yeah. All right. Let's do Supta Padangusthasana first. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Lay down. Right foot into the strap. So come into like a half happy baby. So strap around the ball mound of your right foot. And then draw your right knee towards your right armpit. And then try to keep your knee. So we did this with our elbows in the arm version. Now we're doing the leg version. So try to keep your knee as low as you can, right? Your knee in and straighten out your leg. It's not going to stay that low, but you're trying to keep your knee where it is and then straighten out your leg. It's not going to stay, but do you get the point? So it's a little bit deeper into that stretch. So bend the knee and straighten. Trying to keep the knee in towards the belly as you straighten the leg. All right, let's hold the legs straight wherever it's reasonable for you to hold it. And get the legs straight. So even if you need to let out a little bit of slack in the straps so that you can really straighten out your right leg. Some of you, your right leg is not straight. So if you can get it straight, if you can get the back of the knee to open, try it. Take one more breath. Extend your right leg, your left leg, your spine. Okay, now both straps into the right hand. Pull your knee towards your armpit again. You can also do this just holding your foot if that's available. So back to half happy baby. Take your left arm out to the left. Now push your right leg. Again, try to keep your knee where it is. Just push your right leg out straight. And if you want to do a couple of bend and straighten, so the knee is out to the side now. So knee to the side, that's it. Bend and straighten a couple of times. Yep. And then hold with the leg straight to the side, left leg pressing down, right leg pressing out. So if you can get your left leg straight on the floor, try that. Left thigh bone presses down. All right, good. Rebend the knee, bring it to center and release the strap. All right, breathe for a second here. Soothing breaths, comforting breaths, creating space for rest. That's the other thing on, on retreat, you have these moments out of time to just reset, to rejuvenate. Your food is made for you. Everything's there. Just give yourself the moment for that here. And then left foot into the strap, and we'll do the happy baby thing here. So knee bent, knee down towards the chest, right leg out straight. If that really bothers your pelvis, you can have your right knee bent and your right foot on the floor if that bothers, it's just too much. Good. And then straighten. And you're trying to keep your knee close to your belly. So your knee, bend your knee, pull it to your chest, and then try to straighten out your leg. Yeah. And then one more time, bend, knee towards the belly, and then straight up towards the sky, push into the strap. And now get your legs straight, fully straight as much as you can. That's it. Stay relaxed in your shoulders here, but extend your legs really long. All right, then both straps to the left hand or hold the pinky edge of your left foot, right arm out to the right. Knee towards the armpit, so out to the side now, and then press the leg out to the left. Press your foot into your hand or the strap, and then bend your knee towards your armpit, and then press it out straight. And then bend the knee, and then press it out straight. And hold. Extend both legs, legs long, arms long, spine long. Try to get both legs straight if you can. And then inhale, bring that leg back up and release your strap. Good. Set the strap aside for the moment. All right, we're gonna do a little abdominals here. Now that the hamstrings are a little looser, we'll involve them this way. So you're gonna go, well, I'll give a few options. So from most dramatic to least dramatic, right leg up, left leg hovering. That's sort of most dramatic. You can also keep the left leg on the floor for support, and you can also keep this right knee bent, so sort of backing up. So we're gonna go right leg up, bent or straight, up to you. Left leg extending out, hovering or resting on the floor. Good, breathe in where you are. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, release. Exhale, navel to spine, lift up. Inhale and exhale. And pulse, just like that with your breath. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. And let each breath be a soothing, a softening on the inside, even as the outer muscles are firming in. Last two. And last one. Good. Bend your knees, rest your feet, breathe for a moment. If a little arm tickling, my son used to call this army. He would come over and go, Mommy, I need army. And I would have to just tickle his arm like this forever. So if that helps you soothe yourself, do some arm tickling here. That works. Army, give yourself army. All right, second side, left leg up. Both legs straight, if you can. Maybe the right leg's hovering, maybe it's down. Good, hands behind your head. And with breath, exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. And exhale, lift up. And inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. With your breath. Breathing smooth and steady, lifting only as high as it's reasonable for you to lift. Trying to lift from your shoulder blades, not your neck and your head. Last two. Last one. Good. And rest. You can hug your knees or rest your knees together, however you want to create a resting pose for yourself. All right, and then we're going to come to standing. So you could just roll to your side and find your way up, or you can rock yourself onto your feet, come to Uttanasana, and we'll meet there for a moment. And then press to your feet and come on all the way up. Reach up, stretch up. You okay? Are you dizzy? Okay, okay. We're going to do the standing version of the one we just did on our back. So it's this one, right? Hastapadangustasana. And my invitation to you is to get the knee to the side, and then you try to keep your knee where it is and to straighten out the leg. So you can, of course, do that with a strap. Does that make sense? So instead of it being like knee here and then foot here and then lift the leg up, like get your thigh engaged, get the knee up. Yeah. Are you okay to balance? All right, hold on to something. Stand on your right leg. Get steady on your right leg. If you're using the strap, my advice with the strap is always to hold as close to the foot as you can. You know, if you let a lot of strap be out here, it gets kind of, right? It makes the balance more challenging. So if you're using the strap, it's totally fine. Just hold as close to your foot as you can, and then only let out as much strap as you need. All right, stand on your right leg. Get steady on the right leg. Notice how the hip wants to pull out. So tone your right glutes, get steady, or stack the bones of your right leg, and then hold your left foot, pinky edge of the foot, or hold the strap. That's it. Stand up tall. Now take the knee to the side, lift your left knee up high. That's it. Stand tall through your spine. Okay, now try to hold the leg, switch hands or just turn around, Scott. So you're, yeah. And then try to keep the knee up high and just take your foot up. Good. You can stay there, or you can take we're all on different sides here. So whatever your standing leg arm is, take that arm out to the side. Okay, good. And then bend it and release it. Okay, very nice. All right, we all did different sides. So just remember which side you did and do the other one, okay? Do the other side. I'm mirroring left leg standing. So I'll give those cues. Standing leg, strong outer hip in. For me, it's this mirrored right foot bent. Hold the pinky edge of your foot. Good, and stand up tall. Get your standing leg straight, get your spine tall. The knee to the side towards the armpit. Maybe just stay here. This is fine. Do this. It's okay. If you can keep the knee up, try to straighten the leg right where the knee is. Yes. And then opposite arm out for balance. Lift through your heart. Nice, Mina. Kim, good. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more breath. And then come out the way you came in. Knee in, foot down. Okay. Both feet on the floor. All right. Breathe where you are. Come to the front of your mat. Land back into your feet, back into your breath. Do a little self-soothing, however you do that. Maybe it's a little arm tickle. That's okay. Maybe it's a little breath. All right, then inhale, arms up. Fold forward. Walk back to dog. Maybe stay in table, Annie. Yeah, maybe don't do dog. We're going to go to Vashisthasana. So grip your right fingers down, spin down the pinky edge of your right foot. Stack your feet or stagger your feet. Either way works. Legs nice and strong. Pull up from your feet into your pelvis. Let your pelvis feel lighter as you push down into your bottom hand. Good. Maybe float up your top leg, your left leg, and just hover it for a moment. That's it. All right, back to dog or tabletop or wherever you're resting. Second side, come to your left hand, spin down the left heel and either right foot in front or right foot on top. Right arm to the sky. have this sense of pulling up and in. It's like we offer comfort to ourselves first. We don't have to look outside ourselves for that. It's right there in our hearts. Look in, hug in, maybe float up the top leg. Steady breath, soothing breath. Good. And then release the foot down and back to dog. All right, drop your knees down. Final big pose. Sorry, the hair, that's annoying. We're gonna do one more Vashisthasana. So you can do the same thing. I'll show you the thoughts for this one, sort of combining all the stuff we just did. So I'm gonna go right hand, right foot, hold the left foot. Same thing we're working, just straightening out. So that's one option. Another option is strap around the foot, right? Leg up. Another option is here, right? If you've had enough, another option is just here. Yeah. All right, enough already. Okay. Downward facing dog. Questions? Is that clear what we're doing? So that bottom leg foot, you want to be fully on the pinky edge of your foot. We're going to go to the right, and the hand, really want to claw the mat, like white knuckle it. Yeah, go down with the pinky edge of your right foot. Shift to your right hand. So Carol, you're going the other way. Turn your right foot the other way. There it is. Good. Spread out your toes. Push your heel down. Yeah, and then maybe left knee in, maybe left leg up. Beautiful, you guys. Wherever you are, just hold and breathe. Self-soothe. Good. Back to dog. Nice. Lovely. Okay. If you need a rest, take a minute. Okay. Second side when you're ready. Left heel down. Come to the left hand. Grip the fingers really strong. Maybe you're hanging here. Maybe you're holding your foot. Knee to armpit. And then press out through the foot. Yeah. Wherever you are, breathe deep. Push down into whatever's on the floor. Push down. Lift your hips a little higher. Good. Back to dog. Nice, you guys. Excellent. Okay, child's pose. Rest. Putting a little cool air on. Okay. Want to give a couple of minutes for inversion practice. So if you want to invert where you are, headstand, handstand, hips on a block, modified shoulder stand, that's fine. If you need a wall space to do what you want to do, come over to the wall. And if you're at the wall, just make space for people to be able to use wall space if they need it. I'll move that out of the way a little bit. Yeah, maybe not be upside down at all. If you need help, call me over. Here, let's do a little like restful. You instead of doing inversion, can we do this one? Scoop forward. Scoop. Yeah. And just let you, so you can like at least, yeah. Does that feel like it's not too low, right?
No.
Is that okay?
Oof, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the second time this has happened.
All right. Okay, here. Okay. If you need help coming up or need help with direction. Nice, Kim. Yeah. Mina, do you need a wall?
No, I'm not gonna go forward today.
Just
Kind of bothering me.
okay. So you're just doing like that. You can do the like a modified bridge if you like, with the block under your hips, legs up. So at
Yeah.
least you get, if you want, do whatever you need to do. I just wanted to know if you wanted a wall. All right. Nice. If you're in any version of upside downing, shoulders are pressing down, elbows pressing down into the floor. Okay, I really like this better with a blanket under your shoulders. I know. I have to do my due diligence and say that to you. So if like you come back and you're like, oh, I blew out my neck, then I'm like, okay, I can, no, not told you, just, you're not gonna sue me, that's all. My insurance requires me to tell you that, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're a grown up. If you know your body's okay like that, it's fine. All right, slowly make your way back down. Rest in child's pose. If you had been upside down, take a moment in child's pose to just rest. All right. And then we're gonna come back to our spots and we're gonna just do a little partner thing and find a little comfort in the community. So come back to your spot. If you don't want to do a partner thing, you never have to do that, of course. Let me show. All right. Let me show what we're doing. All right, I'll wait till everybody finds their spot and then I'll show you what we're doing and you can decide if you want a partner. This, yeah, legs wide. I know you're like, well, I don't know if I want to do it or not until I see what we're doing, right? Will you just come show with me for a minute, Talia? Okay, so here's the move. So we're going to go legs wide. And if one of you has a much wider stance, like Talia's much wider than me, so I'm going to go inside on her ankles and that'll make it a little more reasonable. All right, so first thing is we'll do a little like churning like this. We'll go one way and then we'll go around the other way. Okay, and then it's the twist. So we'll go hold opposite arms and then lean. That's the whole sequence, just so you know where we're going, if you know it's something you might want to do. Okay, thank you. So find a friend. If you want to do that with a friend, of course, you can just do the whole thing on your own. You can be on your own doing the whole thing. You good, Eugenia? Bima, you want to do it on your own? Bima? She doesn't hear me. Okay, so if you're either way, we're doing some circles to start. Do you want a partner? You're good doing it on your own? Okay, so circle around. If you're doing it on your own, just support yourself with your legs nice and strong. Don't pull anyone where they don't want to go. Good, and then circle around the other way. Go the other direction. Push your ankles or your foot into your front so your legs are really extending and supporting you. Okay, good. And then you're going to land one of you leaning forward and one of you leaning back a little bit. Again, talk to your partner. Make sure you're not pulling them somewhere they don't want to go. Push your feet into their ankles. Hold for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, just switch. Yep. Other partner goes back. Other partner goes forward. Yeah. If you're on your own, you can just be in the forward bend. That's fine. Oh, yeah. All right. Come on, back to center. Okay, good. Release hands. And then right arm across the middle. So you're holding your partner's both of your right arms. Good. Then you're twisting to your left. Twisting to your left. Lean to your right. Your right. So you're leaning in opposite directions. So lean to your right. Lean to your right. Yes, exactly. Then left arm up. You got it. You're doing it right. And then left arm over towards your right foot or a foot. There will be a foot there. Yeah, that's it. And if you're looking for deeper twist, you can kind of choke up on your friend's arm a little bit, and or you can ask them to give you a little more pull so you're getting a little more twist. All right. Inhale, back up. Other side. Did you do both? Did you do both? You did both. Okay, so left wrist, hold left wrist. Okay. Then turn to the right, lean to the left, and then right arm up. Try to keep your right sit bone down as much as you can. That's it. Do you do both? Okay, all right, good. Come on back up. That's fine. Okay, good. And then hold behind your knees. Stay where you are. Just hold behind your knees. Take the soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana, so you're facing each other. Good. And close your eyes, lengthen your spine, and then hinge from your hips. Don't bonk heads. Don't bump heads. But just sit in this position. So now we're no longer touching, but we're just still feeling this energetic connection between us, the support of everyone in the room, your partner and each other, and just the shared space. And, you know, things open up in these shared community spaces in ways that they don't when we're on our own. All right, inhale, come on up. Thank your partner. Come back to your mat. Okay, so I'll just remind you that now that it is
we're going to come onto our backs, but now that we're moving towards summer, even though it feels mean, I have to cool the room down in preparation for the next class because the chair class needs the room cooler, or many of them are older and they are, yes. So we need the room cooler for them. And it takes, unfortunately, a long time to cool this room. So even though it seems counterintuitive, I am going to turn the air up. So please put on extra clothing so I can just start to cool the room down for the people who come into the next class and just need that. And you're doing your part for supporting our community and those people to be able to come and take class here. Because if it's too hot, then they literally can't. Like, it's not a good situation. You know, as you get older, your body doesn't regulate temperature as well. So take a blanket. I am happy to be your yoga stewardess and come cover you up with a blanket if you would need a blanket. You want to sit at the wall? Or are you good where you are? You sure? Okay. Yeah. If you need a blanket, call me over. If you want me to tuck you in, comfort you, I'm happy to come tuck you in. All right. Tickle your arms. Army, I need army, mommy. When he was little, my arm would be like falling off and I'd be like, I can't do it. I've been doing this for like an hour. Like, come on, yeah. All right. Stretch out your legs. Stretch out your arms. Make yourself cozy. Whatever that feels like, looks like for you. Let your body just settle into your mat. Feel the comfort of just being in your own space. And yet, in this shared space that we come together in to practice together, to be together, to do this important work of soul nourishing, creating solace for our souls and for each other. Let each breath be a soothing, easy, comfortable breath, like a balm for your soul. And just let yourself surrender where you are. And begin to guide your awareness back to your body. Let the awareness rise back to the surface. Before stretching or moving, just take a moment to offer yourself some words of comfort, some thoughts of comfort, to offer yourself love and loving kindness. And then as you feel ready, begin to bend your knees. Roll to your side. And find your way up to seated. Sit tall, join your hands together at your heart. Solace is not an evasion, nor a cure for our suffering, nor a made-up state of mind. It is the direct seeing and participation, a celebration of the beautiful coming and going, appearance and disappearance of which we have always been a part. Solace is not meant to be an answer, but an invitation to the depth of suffering and simultaneous beauty in the world that the strategic mind by itself cannot grasp or make sense of. May you continue to find comfort in yourself and in those who provide it for you. Hopefully this community is part of that circle. Let's end together with an Om, take in a deep breath. Om. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. You're welcome.